Hello, this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your comments, and thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. Well, the conversation as of late has been about gatekeeping Black American culture. And now I think we're starting to see how difficult it is. For the longest time, up until very recently, Black American culture has been a free-for-all. Everybody can dip in and take what they want from it, dip out, trash you on the way out, and then claim, well, we did that, or we helped do that, or no, we did that first. The old Negroes, and I count myself among them, but I'm not of that ilk, but the older Negroes were always happy that somebody else wanted to be a part of what we were doing. Some non-black people that don't even like you, but they want to come in because they see that you're gifted, that you're talented, that you have something special, that the world likes, that is popular. So they'll come in and pretend to be your friend until they get what they want. Now, I don't go to rap concerts, but I've been hearing about the concert, the Juneteenth concert, that the rapper Kendrick Lamar did in Los Angeles. And the Mexicans are having hissy fits because they weren't a part of the concert. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but Mexicans don't have anything to do with the Juneteenth. Now, I'm not going to get deep into it because I wasn't at the concert, and I'm just going by what I heard on Twitter about Mexicans complaining because they weren't invited to the cookout or the concert, however you want to say it. But this is how difficult it's going to be now that Black people have for decades opened up the gates and let everybody in. I still smart over the fact that Marvin Gaye's family had to go to court and sue somebody over taking away his beats, his music, and saying, well, no, that wasn't his. I did this. So this is how easy we have made it for people to come in and take over our culture. Now, the reason I'm doing this video is because I saw this guy on Twitter. This is Lord Jamar, and he is a well-known rapper from the Bronx, New York. This is the rapper KRS, and he has gone on record as saying that there would be no rap music without the Puerto Ricans. So this has infuriated a lot of Black Americans. Before that, Busta Rhymes had come out and said that Jamaicans started rap music. Somebody named DJ Kool Herc or somebody like that. So he is the mastermind of rap music. So this has also infuriated Black Americans because these are implants from other places coming into Black American culture, and now they're the creators of something that Black Americans have been doing all the time, which is creating music forms. Now, his rant is in response to Jamaicans and Puerto Ricans saying that they are co-creators of rap music. He is disputing it, and he is saying that your DNA is not in rap music. And he goes on to explain the DNA of rap music, of which I absolutely identify with what he's saying. But this is what happens when you don't gatekeep your own culture. You invite everybody in, and then the person who brought you a bottle of water that day is now a co-creator of the genre. So this is what's going on with Black American music, and you have to take a stand sometimes. You have to draw the line somewhere, because otherwise Black Americans won't ever get credit for anything. Now, I just did that video about Africans not having any input in Black American culture. Now, the part of the culture that I discussed in that video had absolutely nothing to do with Africans. And yet I've got people coming on here telling me that I'm wrong. Somebody even had the nerve to tell me I wasn't even qualified to speak on it. I am an African American descendant of slavery on both sides of my family. I have been in this country my whole life, but yet I need to listen to something an African wrote about it because I'm not qualified. That's because we have not done a good job of putting people in their place. This video had a lot more profanity in it. He was very profound in what he had to say, but I had to edit a good bit of it out. So I will put the video in the comment section so you can see the whole thing if you would like. And I don't believe that we should get into a lot of arguing and going back and forth with people about the African roots of American music. We have to look at the music and who put in the work. Black Americans are working off the culture of our ancestors. They brought their culture to the United States. I continue to say this. And they came from many different tribes and cultures. All of those cultures blended together to make the African American culture. Our culture evolved differently than the cultures in Africa. They didn't create jazz or ragtime or R&B or rock. No, oh, well, they got the same beats. Well, I'm looking at who actually created the genre. That's who gets the credit. I am not of the mind that we take the hard work, the blood, sweat, and tears that went into creating something here in America and then giving it to somebody else. People who don't even appreciate what you have done in the United States that made it possible for them to come here and do a lot of bragging like they like to do. So I'm not the one that's going to say, oh yeah, all of this had roots in Africa. I'm not going to do that. If you brought some corn from Africa or some rice from Africa, don't people in China eat rice? Do they give Africans credit for their rice? You know what I mean? At a point, you have to draw the line. I agree with this young man right here. Listen to this video.
The Black American is the most influential ethnic group in the world.
That is a fact.
Ever.
That is a fact.
Created jazz, created rock and roll, created hip hop music, created rhythm and blues, and I could go on. Now, we don't get credit for some of it because we weren't great at commercializing.
See, this is what I mean about a new generation of black men. I'm glad to see black men, intelligent, standing on their square and speaking about our culture and giving the credit to where it's due. That's what I'm all about. And we have to stop giving away our culture, and we have to stop. What is this? What do you call this? The way black people are just so fascinated with these non-black people. We have to stop celebrating these kind of black people, just like the black people are doing with Brian McKnight. If they're going to go over there and fall in love with somebody from another race and trash their black family members, then let those people of that other race take care of them and buy their ticket sales. Let their Filipinos and Koreans and Asians and Latinos, white folk ain't going to do it. But maybe those other races of people, maybe they'll buy the tickets and keep them propped up. But black people, you know, it's time we think about keeping our money in our pocket and stop supporting these sellouts and these low self-esteem black people who only feel good when they're in the presence of non-black people. Okay, that's how I feel about it. Let me know how you feel about it. Have a good evening.